Hello guys, the GB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have iLubbo with 180 rating versus Jim Halper with 333 ratings. So hopping right into the video, we are going to go ahead and we're going to see Lubbo win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they're going to go ahead and go first. 40 versus 41. Opening hands, we have Ash, Bell, Frenzy, Alert, and Strike. They have Aluber, Shrouded Dragon, Tragedy, Edge Imp Chain, and Brandon Red. So it is going to be Branded Despia versus Dinomorphia. I don't know if we've had this deck on the channel or not, so we could just go over these. So Frenzy says during your opponent's main phase, you can pay half your life points. Fusion summon a Dinomorphia monster from your extract using one monster from your deck and one monster from your extract as fusion material. And then its other effect is when your opponent activates a card or effect, while your life points are 2,000 or less, you can banish this card from the graveyard, take no effect damage from your opponent's card effects this turn. And then Alert says pay half your life points, special summon up to 2 Dinomorphia monsters from your graveyard whose total levels are 8 or less, but you cannot declare an attack with them this turn. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except for Dinomorphia monsters. When your opponent activates a card or effect while your life points are 2,000 or less, you can banish it, you take no damage. So, set 3 pass, they draw Aluber, and then activate Shrouded Dragon effect. So go ahead and dump for cost. Dump opening, put back, draws in. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Super Probably is insane against this deck. Yeah, they're going to summon Aluber effect in response, Chainsaw Strike, and then on resolution, activate Frenzy, pay half the life points. They're going to dump, and then summon. Now, we can go over these two. So, this one is a starter. It says, if this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can set one Dinomorphia trap directly from your deck. And then if your life points are 2,000 or less, this card gains 500 attack. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish a trap from your graveyard, special summon one level 4 or lower Dinomorphia from your graveyard. And then it's also a dino, so you can search off Fossil Dig, which is pretty cool. And then we have the Stealth Bird. So this one takes 2 Dinomorphias with different names. While your life points are 2,000 or less, you do not have to pay life points to activate trap cards or Dinomorphia monster effects. And then it says, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. Then, if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Dinomorphia from your graveyard. And then going over Kendra, this one says it loses attack equal to your life points. And then you can only use each of the following effects of it once per turn. During the main phase, you can pay half your life points, banish one Dinomorphia normal trap from your graveyard, and then this effect becomes that trap card's effect when it's activated. And then the other effect is if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, summon a level 4 or lower Dinomorphia from grave. So they're going to go ahead, summon that out. Set, and then draw Ash. Now they're going to activate the effect, pay half the life points, and then banish. They said Sec, so you can't banish Frenzy during your main phase. It has to be mined for Kendra. Kendra copies effects, not activation requirements. Whoa. Jim Halbert said, question, can activate banishing Frenzy during main phase? No, you cannot. If you wish to activate Kendra during your main phase, you can banish Dinomorphia. Frenzy can only be activated during the opponent's main phase. This is not the case. I lost myself there. It says, if you wish to activate the effect of Kendra during your own main phase, you can only banish Dinomorphia normal trap. As cost, you could activate during your main phase. Dinomorphia and Frenzy can be activated during the opponent's main phase. So this is not the case. However, you can activate the effect during... My apologies, didn't know that. So... Okay, yeah, their life points are fixed on. I would have thought it worked the way you did too, but I heard this ruling before, so I had to Google it again just to make sure. Yeah, so... if you read it needs... I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like activating the card, right? So you can't do it during your main phase if it needs to be done on like the opponent's main phase, if that makes sense. But at least the cool thing about this card is it is a quick effect, so they can do it during the opponent's turn at least. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, you know what? It's fair enough. And the people watching, if you didn't know that, now you do know that, right? So like that's something. And then this is only 750 because it's losing 3,250 attack. They draw lure, activate a lure, draw poly kit, banish tragedy, and then tragedy effect. In response, activate, go ahead, banish, pay half the life points, and now that will. They're gonna search. Yeah, let's say this is like dumping and infusing. So they're gonna go dump Diplos and then Kendra, bring out Rex. So Diplo, this one says if this one is normal summon or special summon, you can send a Dinomorphia card from the deck to the graveyard. Then if your life points are 2,000 or less, inflict 500 damage to the opponent. If it would be, or if this card is destroyed a battle or effect, you can banish one trap from the graveyard and special summon a level 4 lower Dinomorphia from the graveyard. And then Rex, this one's the good one. So this one takes a Dinomorphia fusion plus a regular Dinomorphia, well, not a regular Dinomorphia monster, just any Dinomorphia monster. And then this one says your opponent cannot activate the effects of monsters they control that have attack greater than or equal to your life points. So any monster with 16 or 25 more attack cannot activate. And then it says you can only use each of the effects of this one to return. You can pay half your life points. The attack of all monsters your opponent currently controls becomes equal to your life points until the end of the turn. Then if it is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a level 6 or lower from the grave. But another thing is, Super Poly is pretty clean. And then also we can go over alert. So this one says pay half your life points, special summon up to 2 Dinomorphia monsters. Oh wait, we already went over this one. Yeah, never mind. I realized that like right when I started reading over it. But Tragedy's gonna go search Dramaturge, activate Super Poly, get rid of those, and then go for Dracostapelia, Edge him Chain Effect. In response, Chain Alert. I said think. Also, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to lose another not 100 life points, but 1 life point, because they lost 812 and they have 813. I'm fairly certain that you are supposed to round up every time, and like if there's 812 or 813, you're supposed to take the 813. You might be like, oh, put the 2.5, like, right? But no, that's just not how it works. So they're gonna activate, and then special summon back out Rex. They're gonna search and then activate Patchwork. In response, chain Ash Blossom. Now activate Poly. Poly's gonna get rid of Dramaturge, just all of those, and then go for Guardian Chimera. Then activate Brandon Red, target Dramaturge. In response, chain Bell. Yeah, they could have just used Dramaturge to summon back off of Poly, though, no? So I guess they didn't want to do that, but during main phase, I was just thinking, like, during main phase, bring out Dramaturge, battle phase, branded in red. Yeah, because, like I said, this has the effect that just, quick effect, you can go ahead, and this is going to drop down a lot of attack. It's going to become 407 attack now. And then right here would be a good time to have branded in red. You would get hit with Ash Blossom, though. The math with this deck is going to be such a pain, truly. Oh, this deck is actually just unplayable, because if you play against this deck, you just, go for the grind game. and then game 3, if this deck wants to play, they have to pay all these life points and go down to 407 life points on, like, the second turn. And then guess what? Time's called. Nice. GG's. Playing a deck like this is just not possible. If it was like a combo deck, then yeah, because you'd be able to go through games much quicker. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to see Despia admit defeat. Now, next game, Despia will go first. Opening hands, we have Bell, Fossil Dig, Bell, Duality, Bell. Oh my gosh. Then they have Alibur, Edgem, Chain, Poly, Opening, Allure. So starting this off, activate Opening, discard Edgem, Chain, summon out Tragedy, and then Edgem, Chain Effect, go search out the Patchwork. Now go main phase, and now they're going to activate Patchwork, go search Poly, go search Edgem Chain, and then activate Allure. So decides to do this. Could have also just normal summoned Aluber first. Trying to play around Droll more, but we're going to draw Super Poly Patchwork, banish Edgem Chain, and then normal summon Aluber, and then Aluber effect. So go search Branded Fusion from the deck to the hand, and then activate the Branded Fusion. So Branded Fusion is going to dump Snow, Fallen of Albaz, bring out Albion, and then Albion effect. Chain Bell, activate Poly, get rid of those two, summon Dragos Tapalia, Tragedy effect to search now. Tragedy, we'll go ahead and search out the Adlib. Then set Super Poly, end phase, Albion effect. And then that's going to set the Branded in red, which is going to lose to Bell. But they still have Dragos Tapalia, Super Poly, draw Fossil Dig. So now activate Fossil Dig, go search. That's going to go grab Theriza, which is the one that sets. And then activate Duality, look at the top 3 cards. So that's going to grab Solemn Strike. We can also go over Ferret Flames. So this card says, if the combined attack of all face-up monsters your opponent controls is higher than your life points, make your opponent shuffle monsters they control into the deck, their choice, so that way the combined attack of the remaining monsters they control become less than or equal to your life points. So, you know, this deck goes down to very little life points very quick, so you can just activate this, and it's like torrential for the opponent, but better because they all go into the deck. So pretty crazy card for this deck. Set, end phase, Branded red. There's no point in normal summoning because they're just going to Dragos Tapalia, negate it 100% of the time. Pass, draw Branded in red. Now standby phase, activate Branded in red. And they're going to chain the 3rd bell. Said, well, okay then, lol. I opened 3. Now activate Patchwork. Oh, I was about to say, so they play 3 Poly and 3 Edgem Chain. That's crazy, because that's just wrong. Yeah, activate Poly. They're going to get rid of 3, go for Guardian Chimera, and then Chimera 1, Adlib 2. In response, they're going to chain Solemn Strikes, so Aluber won't be coming out. And then they're going to draw 1, pop both of those. Banish Tragedy, set Fusion, and then activate Fusion. Now, moving on into Game 3, we're going to go ahead and see Dinomorphia go first. Opening hands, we have Judgment, Frenzy, Bell, Domain, Barrier. Oh, it's like, just the name, Domain, and then Barrier. Oh. Then they have Poly, Branded red, Poly, Adlib, Aluber. So Domain says, during the main phase, pay half your life points, fusion summon a Dinomorphia fusion monster from your extract, using monsters from your hand, deck, or field as material. And then when your opponent activates a card or effect, while your life points are 2,000 or less, you can banish it. You take no effect damage from your opponent that turn. And then they're going to set 4 pass, draw red reboot. Oh, it's almost nuts. But yeah, so I think Dinomorphia is the superior trap deck than Eldritch, I think, because Eldritch doesn't do anything. But, you know, that's not going to be like that forever, but that's just how it is right now, at least. So, Frenzy, red reboot, chain Judgment, and then they're salty because if they didn't have Judgment, that's just game. But now they're going to go ahead and dump, bring out Kendra, then they get to grab Branded Fusion, activate Kendra effect, pay half the life points, and then banish. Now that's going to go ahead and dump. And actually it's kind of funny because like the Judgment, if anything, makes this better for them. But go ahead, bring those out. Then Branded Fusion, activate D-Barrier, Calling Fusion. Yeah, that's tough, but it's kind of funny because like D-Barrier like stops these, so like you'd think it'd be a little bit easier to push through, but then at the same time, like the opponent just can't play because D-Barrier. Draw Fossil Dig, and then they're gonna go Battle Phase, beat over, and then attack for 3,000. They're gonna activate Branded in red, chain Bell, and that's game. So GG's. Seeing how long the match was, we can see that it was 28 minutes long. It says like decent match length, but It was cool to see Dinomorphia again. I don't think we've seen these on the channel, and if so, it may have been like once or twice before. But the deck has been getting some more support. I think more people are going to start probably playing this deck. You know, there's always those type of people that just like don't play combo, and they always like, I don't know. There's people that always play decks like these. Like they play Eldritch, Dinomorphia, Flounderies. You know what I mean? Like that. But yeah, not really much more to say here. I don't know when this video is going to go up exactly because I'm recording this and it's Thursday morning right now, 10:45 a.m. And I need videos for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I have one ready for Tuesday, so that way when I get home Monday night, I don't have to record one for Tuesday morning. And I definitely think Sunday and Monday are probably just going to be one upload days besides like the deck profiles I get from the YCS. So Sunday will probably end up being like 5 uploads or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how many deck profiles I'm actually going to end up getting. But I plan on getting some. Want to get some unique ones. I try to like full commit and walk up to people the second they're done with their top cut match. Well, assuming that I'm not in top cut. But you know, hopefully I am, and I don't know when this video is coming out, so I don't want to. I don't know if I want to like leak the goo I'm on or not, but I won't just in case. But my deck profile will be out whether I top or not. So, you know, just because I feel like everyone like, well, at least like the people watching want to know like what deck I decided to play. You know, there's a lot of different decks you can play right now, and you know, I think this deck is a pretty strong deck, but we will find out. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.